Hey, what's up, you guys? So I'm gonna show you guys the Enclave meta right now. This Enclave meta was brought to us by a guy called Smashy Snow. So I'm gonna link him in the description, and I'm gonna just break it down, like completely break it down, like step by step, every single item you need to know. And this video, you can't just skip ahead and just go to the build part and go to the weapon part and then you're done. No, there's so much little things you have to do to be able to get max damage, and I'm going to show you what those little things are. So first of all, I'm going to show you what we're doing or how it should look, and then I'll break it down completely. I'm not going to go ahead and down the robot because I don't want to leave the raid. I want to come back and keep showing you guys what you got to do. So this is me just downing it real quick. So we're gonna shoot it with our heavy gun. So our bullet shield perk card starts working, and then we're gonna change to a melee weapon that has limb damage on it. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm gonna just give it a minute. Okay, so now the shield is done, and you just shoot it down. So the damage does start off low, but it picks up really quick. And like I said, I'm not gonna down it. That's just me showing you. Like I could easily shoot more and down it, but I'm not gonna go ahead and down it just so I could show you everything you need. And like I said, this build is super weird. You have to have so much stuff done to it to be able to do the actual crazy amount of damage. So I'm gonna show you everything I'm doing so you could have the same build as me. And I made sure I made it so you don't like. I made this build the first time and it was so rough on stim packs, and I made sure I like made it so you had so much health that you really didn't need stim packs. Like I'll start with 100 stim packs and I'll end with 100 stim packs, so I didn't go up or down. I started with 200. What do I have now? So I wasted 50 within. I done like 3 of these already. So if you have 200, you could definitely do this thing. So let's break it down. Let me show you. First of all, let me show you something weird that you might not know. Let's start with the power armor. So the power armor, what I have on my power armor, and I recommend you to have too, it's troubleshooters, intelligence, sentinel, and reflective. So everybody should have troubleshooters and reflective minimum. Sentinel is a plus, but it's really needed if you want to spam less stint packs. And intelligence as a 2-star, you want to have it so your enclave does more damage. If you didn't know, the more intelligence you have, the more damage your enclave weapons do, or energy weapons in general. So I went ahead and did that to every single one of my things. And since intelligence is really important, what I went ahead and did, we have helmets. And on the helmets, you can mod them and add certain things. So there's a mod that gives you +2 intelligence. So you want to go ahead and add that so you get another +2 intelligence. And also that gives you more XP. So I mean, it don't hurt to add that. And then on the jetpack, I mean on the torso, I added something called Stealth Boy. So Stealth Boy is you every time you crouch, you pretty much turn invisible. So these are the setup you need to have on your power armor to do the most damage possible. Um, but yeah, and then I also, just because it's the Enclave build, there's a Enclave skin, and I went ahead and added the Enclave skin to it. It looks pretty sick. So that's the power armor part of it. So we're moving on to the actual weapon. So the weapon you have to be using is a Furious Enclave Plasma. Um, One thing people might not know, I see most people have a line flamer barrel or like stabilized stock. You don't want to have those because there's a perk card that the more AP your weapon has, the more damage you do. It goes from 11 AP to 15 AP, so you're only getting a little bit extra more damage. But I mean, why wouldn't you want more damage? And so you would want to have the true flamer barrel and the true stock. That makes sure your gun has more AP. And we're not really using AP, so the AP costs don't really matter on this gun. So the higher, the better. And then the heavy gun I'm using, just so I could like get bullet shield to active, is a blank holy fire. It's just a random normal holy fire. And the reason I have this is because it's vampires. So you will, if you have it out and you're shooting, you will heal up while he hits you. And then it's a flamer, so it's like it's free. Everybody could get this flamer. It's you could either trade for it or do the event and get it. And then the melee weapon I'm using is the mechanic something. This is a plan. You get this from the daily op. Um, where is it? The mechanic's best friend. So if you make a mechanic's best friend, that's pretty much what I have. I'm gonna go ahead and make another one for the heck of it. And then so I just skinned it to look like a flower. I skinned it with a heart wrencher. But you could have it as a normal skin. That's just pretty much what I have. And I have it. You don't have to have this. You just have to have. There's a bunch of melee weapons that say they give limb damage, like the super sledge or the sledgehammer, or I know there's a baseball bat you can get from the mole miner event, the Titan. He gives you a baseball bat that has limb damage that happens over here somewhere. So any melee weapon that has limb damage on it is what you want. So you would want to shoot your heavy gun, shoot the robot. So, and then whenever you shoot, you got 6 seconds to have like reflective pretty much, and then you shoot to you like transfer over to this thing, and then the limb damage of the heart wrencher or the mechanic's best friend um, does more damage to the robot. So it's pretty hard to tell if it's working or not. I'm gonna just be honest, because the robot is so it's so weird. Sometimes the shield goes down in 10 seconds, other times it could take 40 seconds. So there's no real way I could like tell. But I mean, I just did it to do it. Like it don't hurt to do it. So that's what I'm doing. I shoot and then I just swap. So those are the weapons I'm using. And then let's go. This is the perk cards. So these are the perk cards I have. I copied Snowy's build, but I did it my way, I guess. And this way you could run it in every single part of the raid without having to spam a bunch of stim packs. Um, it's really a good crazy build. I recommend you run it because it's like actually set up for raids. Like I really put in work to it. Um, so make sure you go ahead and copy this one. Where's that perk card? It's the number crunchers. So this is what I mean about the Enclave weapon. The more AP you have, the more damage you do. And your weapon has 2% increased damage per AP cost. So I have 15 AP, so that's 30% extra damage for having the Enclave with the true flamer and with the true stock. So that's why you want to have your Enclave weapon cost the more AP. Like I said, you shouldn't ever be vatsing with this weapon, so AP does not matter. So everything is pretty basic. I did change a couple of things from Snowy's build. So if you want to go ahead and screenshot this, go ahead and copy it, and then like look it over yourself. Um, Nothing on this thing is worthless. Like everything you definitely need if you want to be like max damage, max health, max everything. You want to have this because I have like something like camping. Like you need this camping so you're not popping cycle buffs often. Like you need cycle buffs because they give you more damage and they help you stay alive. So if you didn't know what a cycle buff is, let me show you. So a cycle buff, it gives you plus 25% extra damage, 3 extra strength. The strength is kind of mid, but you also get 65 extra health and 3 extra endurance points. The 3 extra endurance points gives you more health, so that's why you want to use this, and then plus the damage, the extra 25% damage, and then yeah, so that's why you want to use that, and that's why you want to have camping. They last 100% longer. So that pretty much doubles the time of the cycle buff. And the cycle buffs only last 5 minutes, so you would be popping them like every other event. So this makes you pop less of them. So there's little knickknacks like that that you should definitely have. So we'll go over the build. Bullet Storm, bring the big guns, easy targets, lock and loaded, scatter shot. So that's under strength. Perception is number crunchers, tormentor, tank killer, smart shot, center mischief, and ski shooter. Oh, also concentrated fire. Um, endurance is Starstein's life giver, ironclad, iron stomach, Kempy, natural resistance, and bullet shield. Charisma is pretty blank, tenderizer, and strange in numbers. Intelligence, we have a good one. This is really good for raids that not too many people run. Power user, it helps your fusion cores last longer, and if you do raids, they go pretty quick. So this definitely helps you like makes them last a little bit longer. But everything else is basic, science, batteries included, first aid, and field surgeon. Under agility, this is everything is basic here, is the same thing as Snowy's build. Action Girl, Covered Up, Gunslinger Expert, Gorilla Expert, Gorilla Master, and Escape Artist. And under luck, I think we have everything the same. Creator, One Gun Army, Ricochet, Junk Shield, and yeah. Um, so you need One Gun Army for the whole bullet shield thing. It matches with bullet shield whenever you're getting a shield down, so that's why you have that. And then my legendary perk cards, these are a must right here. These are a guaranteed must. If you don't have either one of these two, you're not going to be doing damage. And that's where most people mess up on. You have to have follow through. You have to have taking one for the team. If you don't have one or the other, you're not going to do the max damage. And this is where most people mess up on. And then these are the things I have. You don't need to have the same legendary perk cards that I have. You do not have to have them. You could have whatever you want and just swap them out as you need. You can swap them out over here. So let's say you need certain points, you just add more points over here and take points over here. And so the actual special ones don't matter. You could have whatever you want. Like I don't have charisma, but if you have charisma, um, you could just use your charisma. So you would go to the charisma tab and remove some charisma points and move it over to whatever category you need them. So the first two are definitely a must. So that's the build. Let me show you the buffs I'm running. So the buffs I'm running is let me I have an energy bubblehead. An energy bubblehead gives you 20 extra energy damage. And one thing a lot of people don't know, I have run this magazine too. Where is it at? Astoundingly awesome tells 10. So your scope guns get plus 35% scope damage for 1 hour. So that's really good. And if you can't have this one or you don't have this one, there's another one you could run. This one's a little bit weaker, but it still works. Pretty much the same. You get 15% extra damage versus robots. So this only works for robots, and the other one works on anything. It's extra scope damage. Um, so yeah, I recommend this one. Number 10. And if you don't have it, go to her Guns and Bullets number 1. But this one only works for robots. So energy bubble guns, and one of the other of those magazines, and like I said, the cycle buff, and another thing is high voltage chiefy. So high voltage chiefy gives you an extra 15% energy damage for 5 minutes. So that's another really good one. And then I run Black Susan's tea, Black Eye Susan's soothing, and you have to have brain bombs. The reason you want to have brain bombs is it gives you 8 intelligence, and the more intelligence you get, the more damage your Enclave weapon does. So that's why you want to have that. Um, so that's pretty much the build right there. Like I said, it's pretty weird. You gotta like copy every single thing exactly, because um, if you don't, it's rough. It's really rough. Like you have to have everything exactly, or it won't work. But yeah, that's the build, you guys. Let me know if you need help with anything. If you are on PlayStation and you need help, we could definitely get in a party chat. And if you're on PC or Xbox, just hit the comments and then I'll help you out with the comments. But I think I broke it down like really crazy broken down. Peace out, you guys. Have a good one.